Here's something that surprises most people. Red light, delivered at a low level and a low intensity, has been shown to be good for your eyes, and some of the most compelling work on it has come from a lab right here in London. Which raises an obvious question. If red light can actually benefit the eye, what does that mean when you're using it on your skin, with your eyes just inches from the source? I'm asked about eye safety more than almost anything else. Do I keep my eyes open or closed? And do I really need the goggles? To answer that well, it helps to start with what the science says about light and the eye, because the picture is more encouraging than you might expect. Then we can turn it around and look at what it means for the devices you use at home. First the masks, then the panels, because the answer differs between the two. So let's begin with the research, and with the work of Professor Glen Jeffery and his team at University College London, who have spent years studying how light affects the ageing eye. The retina is one of the most energy-hungry tissues in the body. It's densely packed with mitochondria, the tiny structures that generate cellular energy. And as we age, that energy production naturally falls away, which is part of why our eyesight tends to fade over time. Jeffrey's idea was that the same red and near-infrared light we use on skin might help recharge those tiring mitochondria in the eye. The results have been striking. In a study published in the Journals of Gerontology in 2020, Jeffrey's group had older adults look at a deep red light at 670 nanometers for just 3 minutes a day. Colour vision improved in some of the older participants by around a fifth, and the benefit lasted. A follow-up in scientific reports the next year found that even a single short exposure taken in the morning was enough to produce a lasting improvement across the following week. The detail that matters throughout is the dose. This is low-level, low-intensity light, carefully measured and given in brief, controlled amounts. Here's the question that naturally follows. If red light at the right dose can benefit the eye, what does that mean for red light therapy that isn't meant to treat the eyes at all, the mask or the panel you're using for your skin? This is where the type of device makes all the difference, and where the answer splits in two. Start with LED masks. A well-designed mask uses diffused light at a relatively low irradiance, and it sits flat against the contours of your face, so the light travels down into the skin and away from the retina. There is no need to cover or close your eyes whilst using your red light therapy mask. Because the output is gentle and the light points into the skin rather than the eye, masks are generally considered safe to use around the eyes. To be clear, a mask is designed to treat your skin, not your eyes. We are simply saying that LED masks are low intensity and therefore pose no risk to eye health. Panels are a different proposition. A panel delivers high intensity light across a larger area, and you tend to sit facing it, with the light travelling straight towards your eyes and into the retina. At that intensity and that angle, the exposure can go well beyond the gentle, measured doses used in Jeffrey's research, and past the levels considered safe for the eye. Work by Lisa Ostrin at the University of Houston has shown that some high-output red light devices exceed established retinal safety limits. So with a panel, goggles are essential every single time. And that includes pulsed LED panels. The pulsing changes how the light is delivered, but it's still high-intensity light heading towards the retina, so the same rule holds: keep your eyes covered. So, eyes open or closed. With an LED mask for your skin, eye protection is not deemed necessary. With a panel, whether continuous or pulsed, wear the goggles every single time. And if it's your eyes you actually want to help, that's a conversation for an eye specialist and a properly calibrated device, guided by the kind of research Glenn Jeffery is doing. It's a field moving quickly, and the thought that the same light caring for your skin might one day help preserve your sight is one I find fascinating. If you've wondered about any of this during your own sessions, tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.